if we're late or we don't show up, we get charged the fee. But if you're late or you don't show up, it's just, oh, I'm sorry.
She the girl, cause I'm addicted. Yeah, she got that fire and fiend. I'm all on it. Will she beg? Rubber her down to her ass. Tyler Bunker, would you die? Would you slide for me? Just ride for me like roll the life was song. We could dance forever. Let me pull you closer. Girl, I told you. Once I get my hands on you.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey girl, my name is Coca, Lola, Jasziy, whatever you want to call me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment. And if you're returning, hey girl, welcome back. And thank you for coming back. Today we're going to do a story time / get ready with me. A story time about how I got scammed by a nail tech. No, not a nail tech, by a lash tech in Arizona. So if you want to hear the story, stay tuned. Okay, so y'all, I don't have no, it's just so weird that I don't have a recording space right now. So excuse me, I'm in the bathroom recording, which is fine. I never, like, sometimes I would record in my bathroom when I was in my old apartment, so it's not really that big of a deal. But I miss my little grass wall and things. But anyways, let's just get into the story. Yeah.
Child. Anyway, so.
Okay, so I think it was like Memorial Day weekend. And this was like my first day. I think it was like, I think it was either last year or, no, it was last year. So it was gonna be my first time getting lash extensions. So I was like really excited, and I just really couldn't wait to get my lashes done. Sorry y'all, I'm digging in this bag trying to find all the stuff that I need. Let me put on some lip gloss, because I don't have capacity. Okay, so it was Memorial Day weekend when I booked my appointment. Well, I booked my appointment like way in advance because this was a popular lash tech, and everybody would be like, oh, y'all gotta go to this so-and-so. I'm not gonna say her name. They'd be like, you gotta go to so-and-so. I joined like this Facebook group, and basically everybody was like recommending this girl. Everybody was saying that she's like the best in Arizona to get your lashes done. So I knew I had some things to do, you know, coming up. So I was like, let me get my lash extensions done. This was like my first time getting lash extensions. I was like, let me get my lash extensions done because I know I'm gonna be going out of town, and I don't want to have to worry about putting on my lashes. And y'all know I put on my lashes all bogus and crooked and stuff. So I was like, I don't want to worry about that. I just want to have lash extensions. So I booked the appointment like way in advance, y'all. Like way in advance. So everything, she sent me the confirmation, sent me the address, you know, everything was good, everything was cool. So hold on. So fast forward to, I'm supposed to be getting, sorry y'all, I gotta put this on. I'm supposed to be getting my lashes done. Fast forward to the day of. Mind y'all, like I said, she was highly recommended. Everybody recommended this girl. And if I'm looking down, you know I'm looking at my mirror. So highly recommended person. So I'm thinking like it can't be, you know, a scam or nothing. She's legit. It's so many people recommending her. She's legit. So fast forward to the day that I'm supposed to get my lashes done. Okay, so I got my hair done, my nails done, everything. This is literally like the last thing that I had to do, get my lashes done. So it's a day of, and I pull up to, you know, the location that she sent me. So I pull up to the place. Mind you, this was like 40 minutes away from where I live. So I drove way out the way. So I drove all the way there. And when I pull up, it's like a house. And it's like 2 cars outside. But the cars look like they just been sitting there forever. And they kind of raggedy and stuff. So I was just looking like, I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be at, and I don't want to go knock on this door because I don't know if this is the right location. So I'm outside. I'm like 10 minutes early and everything. So I'm outside, and I sent a text to her from when she sent me the confirmation. She sent me the address. It had her phone number and basically like a whole bunch of other information to be on time to your appointment. Don't come late. Blah blah blah. You know how stylists and lash techs and makeup artists be. They be having 1,000 rules, but they be breaking all the rules. So she was like, she sent me her address, contact information, and everything. I'm thinking that I was going to like a shop or something. I honestly didn't really want to go to nobody's house. Like, I don't like getting services done outside of people's house for the most part. Like, sometimes I'll do it, but like for the most part, I don't really like going to people who work out of their home. So I pull up and I get a little feeling. I'm like, I don't think this is the right place. So I text her and I'm like, hey, I'm outside of, you know, the address that you sent me. What's up? Like, so boom, I press in, boom. Thinking she's gonna respond. She didn't respond. So I'm like, let me text her again. So I text again and I'm like, my appointment is at this time. I'm here. I know I'm here early, but I want to make sure that this is the right address. I want to make sure I'm in the right place. Blah, blah, blah. Boom. She still didn't respond. So at this point, I started getting a little, like, irritated. So I'm like, why is she not responding? Why are you not, like, you booked me for this appointment. You knew that I had this appointment on this day at this time. Why would you not respond? So, you know, I kind of started getting a little mad. But I didn't show it. I didn't say nothing. I wasn't rude. I wasn't nothing. So I was getting a little irritated. So she didn't respond. So I waited a while. I waited like 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay, maybe she didn't see the text. Let me call her. So now I call her. The phone goes ring, ring, voicemail. You decline me. Ring, ring, voicemail. You decline me. You decline me. So after that, I was already a little irritated. Now I'm feeling some type of way because I thought like maybe she's just not by her phone, you know. Maybe she got another client she's getting held up, you know. It could be anything. I'm not the type of person that wants to jump to like, you're trying to scam me. Like, I don't want to just jump to like, this was trying to scam me. But at this point, it's starting to look a little scammy. So, oh, I forgot this part. This is the best part. You know, I had to pay a deposit. It was $25 to book the appointment. So I already paid the deposit and everything. So, yeah. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Where's my, okay, here it is. So with my deposit being paid, me outside of the address that you sent me that you claimed was where you're going to do my lashes at, and you're not answering any texts, you're not answering any calls. So now at this point I'm like, let me find her on Facebook, because this is where I found you at. Found her on Facebook. So I write her on Facebook. Hey girl, I'm outside. I have an appointment at this time. You know, I want to make sure I'm at the right address, blah, blah. And she like, well, no. So she like, she didn't respond. She did not respond at all. She didn't even open the message on Facebook. So now I'm like, okay. Let me find her on Instagram. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to focus on my eyebrows. Okay, so then I'm like, let me find her on Instagram. So I find her on Instagram, copies the message from Facebook, paste to Instagram. Hey girl, I have an appointment at this time. I'm outside, just trying to make sure that I'm in the right place. I text you, I wrote you on Facebook, now I'm writing you on Instagram. I'm just trying to get my appointment done, sweetie. No response. None. At all. Okay. She might be busy. She might have another client, you know. I'm just gonna relax. I'm just gonna sit here. Like, at this point, it's been like 10-15 minutes. So I'm like, let me just relax. So I stopped messaging her, I stopped calling her, and I just sit there. After like 20 minutes go by, after like 25 minutes go by, I was like, let me call her again. No answer. Stop, let me wait 5 more minutes. Call her again. No answer. So now I'm just like, I'm overly irritated because what are you doing? Like, is you serious? So of course she never responded. The whole time I was sitting out there, it was probably like 30+ minutes. I was sitting out there just waiting for her to respond and calling her and texting her. No response at all. So then after like 30-something minutes, I was like, you know what? Let me just go home. Because I don't have time for this.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, god damn it, I'm not.
All right.
So I go home. Hours go by. I'm talking about hours. My appointment was like early in the day, probably like 11:30, 12-ish. And I get home and at like 6-something. No, I get home and like, matter of fact, before I even left, before I even pulled off, I got on my bank app. I went to the deposit that I paid her and I disputed it. Service not received. Dispute. Fuck you talking about? Funds not received. Dispute. Give me my money back. Period. And then I pulled off and I went home. So mind you, this was like early in the day, like 11:30, 12, and I got home and what happened after that? I got home and the whole day went by. She never had message. She never responded to any of the messages I sent. And then at about 6 p.m. she messaged me back finally. And she said, oh, I'm so sorry, boo. I haven't been on my phone. I thought you were a no-show, so I'm so sorry. My apologies. I didn't mean to, you know, ignore you. I wasn't ignoring you. My phone was something. I don't know what excuse she made about why she wasn't answering. But the thing is, she was declining my calls because sometimes they would ring through and sometimes they would ring twice and she would decline them. So you was on your phone. You was declining every call that I sent you, sweetie. You're not, like, what do you think? You think that I'm slow?
You think I came this far about being dumb?
Sorry, babe. Sorry, boo. I wasn't on my phone. I thought you were a no-show. That's what she said. And as bad as I wanted to kind of like, curse her out or say something, I was just like, yeah, it's fine. I already disputed that deposit charge with my bank. Thank you, and have a nice day. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I understand, blah, 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 blah. Girl, if you didn't want to do my lashes, you should have just said that. I mean, you should have canceled the appointment. You literally kept the appointment knowing that you was not trying to work that day. And like I said, it was Memorial weekend. So what I think happened is that she had the appointment but she didn't want to work that day. She probably made some plans or something with her homegirls, and she did not want to work that day. Okay, understandable. But you should have canceled the appointment and you should have refunded me my money. But instead, you sat there. You seen that I was there. You sat there. You ignored me all that time. You knew that I was outside. You were declining my calls. Ain't nobody stupid. Tama, I'm so sorry, boo. I did not know you were out there. She was telling me like the address that was on her booking site was not the address that she worked at. She actually works in a salon or something, in a suite or something. So like the thing is, why would you put the wrong address on your site? And oh my god, I look orange. Like, why would you put the wrong address on your site? You know that wasn't your address. And apparently the address that she sent me to was not the address that she was actually working out of. And it's like, why would you send me to that address when you know you don't work there? And she was saying that, oh, I forgot to update the address. I thought you were a no-show. If that was the case, why wouldn't you call a person? If you know that you have a booking on this day and time, why wouldn't you call me or answer the phone if that was really the case? No, you didn't want to work that day. You thought you was gonna keep my deposit, and that just wasn't gonna happen. And yeah, you probably, I feel like she made plans and she didn't want to do no lashes that day, so she was trying to, you know, girl, ain't nobody stupid. So basically, I just saw that as a sign that it just wasn't meant for me to get my lashes done that day. And then I ended up finding somebody that was way better anyway. So I was like, I don't care, girl. I'm not gonna argue with you or nothing. I really don't care. Like, yeah. She really thought like, oh shit. I didn't want to argue. I didn't want to cuss her out, nothing. I just disputed the charges with my bank. I got my money back. I don't really want to talk. I don't want to hear no sorry. She didn't offer really nothing. Her apology was kind of weak. And it was just like, girl, thank you for showing me that I really don't even want to ever deal with you or book with you ever. And then it's crazy because like, she's the best lash tech in Arizona, but I beg to differ on that. But yeah, it's just like, I really don't understand how you sat here and ignored my calls all day, all that time for 30-some minutes. You was literally sending my call to voicemail, and then you had the nerve to wait until the very end of the day when you knew I wasn't there anymore to be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened. Girl, bye. You know what happened. But I ain't gonna argue with you. So I got my money back. Whatever. Very much would never recommend. And that's that on that. To be honest, by the time she finally messaged me back, I wasn't even mad no more. I was like, why are you texting me? Like, why are you texting me? Why? And it's crazy because like the whole deposit thing is really stupid to me, because it's like, if we're late or we don't show up, we get charged the fee. But if you're late or you don't show up, it's just, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I feel like deposits should be illegal. Like, how are you gonna pay somebody for not? How are you gonna make somebody pay for not showing up to their appointment? I know plenty of businesses that's run every day that don't, like, if you don't make your appointment, you just don't make your appointment. It's not. I know some people abuse that, but it's like, so what? It's life. some people cancel their appointments, some people don't come to their appointments, and that's just life. You can't force people to like pay you. Okay, I pull up. How about us at the party? That whole like pay a deposit thing really blows me anyway, because it's like, how you gonna tell us we gotta pay a deposit if we don't show up? But if you don't show up, it's just, sorry. I'm really not even doing nothing special with my makeup. I'm just doing it just because. I might take some pictures or something, I don't know. But yeah, I think the moral of the story is, it's unfair. To be honest, these hairstyles, makeup artists, whatever, nail tech, lash tech, whatever y'all is, it's not fair. It's really not fair at all. Y'all be scamming us. But when people scam y'all be mad. When people don't show up to their day appointments, y'all be mad. When people late, y'all charge them a fee. But what we get when y'all late? What we get when we show up and y'all still doing the next person lashes or hair? Nothing. Just a, oh, I'm so sorry. Sick of it. Learn how to do your own lashes, nails, hair, all that. These lashes, I did them myself. You know, they old now, but they was popping at first. That's my story time. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, and thanks so much for watching.
That bitch fine, she fine, she know she mine.